Have you ever wondered why some people have little, yet their hearts are full of peace and joy? What if I told you that happiness isn't about having more, but about sharing what we already have? Sometimes the smallest things can teach us the biggest lessons. And today's story is one of those moments of wisdom. So stay till the end, because after the story we will learn some new English words and how to use them in simple and real-life sentences. In a small town near green hills and a gentle stream, there lived an elderly woman, kind and warm. Her home was a simple cottage at the edge of the town, surrounded by a garden, a few fruit trees, and a fence that whispered in the breeze. She had no children of her own, and her husband had passed away many years before, but she was not alone. She had a small hen with soft white feathers, black spots on its wings, and a little red comb. The hen followed her everywhere, clucking softly as if adding its own opinion to their conversations. The villagers would often smile when they saw the two slowly walking together, the elderly woman with her cane and the hen waddling beside her like a loyal little friend. Every morning, as the sun painted the sky in orange and pink, the hen would lay a single warm, smooth egg. The elderly woman would collect it with great care, hold it gently in her wrinkled hands and whisper, "One is enough, my dear. May we always have just what we need." She would boil the egg, eat half for breakfast, and save the rest for dinner. She tended her small garden, grew her own vegetables, and lived with peace in her heart. One day, something unusual happened. The hen laid 2 eggs instead of 1. The elderly woman blinked. "2?" she whispered. "Well, now that's generous." She cooked 1 egg and took the second to the market. She didn't ask for much, just enough to buy a handful of rice and a piece of jaggery. The following days, the hen continued to lay 2 eggs each morning. Soon the villagers noticed. "Sell both eggs," said one. "You should feed the hen more." "Maybe it will give 3, said another. "Think bigger. You could have 10 hens. Make a business." But the elderly woman only smiled warmly and said, "1 for me and 1 to share." That's enough. She gave the extra eggs to a poor family, to children on their way home from school, or quietly left them on someone's doorstep. People began calling her the Egg Lady with affection. Then the monsoon came. The rain fell hard for days. The nearby stream overflowed. The fields were washed away and many families fell into difficult times. But the hen kept laying 2 eggs each day, and the elderly woman had been saving many. She boiled them, pickled them, and quietly handed them out to those in need without asking for anything in return. One rainy afternoon, a group of villagers came to her and said, "Why didn't you sell more when you had the chance? Why didn't you try to make more money?" The elderly woman paused, looked at them warmly, and said, "Because true happiness isn't about gathering more. It's about loving what we already have and sharing it when the time comes. I kept only what I needed. The rest was a gift to be shared." The small hand clucked softly and snuggled against her feet as if in complete agreement. True happiness isn't about collecting more. It's about appreciating what we already have and choosing to share it with kindness. When we lift up others, we lift ourselves, and together we become rich in compassion, peace, and happiness. My friends, stories may end, but their lessons stay with us. If you learned something valuable, don't forget to like this video, subscribe our channel, and share it with someone who needs motivation and English learning together.